Welcome to SportX Sponsorship. I'm Gerard Davids, founder of TalkX TV, where we host SportX as a content channel. Today I'm joined by Nick Dreyer and Ross Zondag, the co-founders of Veldskoen Shoes, to talk about their recent sponsorship extension or renewal with the Titans cricket franchise. Let's start off by telling us what makes this extension in terms of your partnership with the Titans cricket significant to Veldskoen. Welcome, Nick and Ross.
Thank you, Gerrit. Very nice to be here. Ross and I, it's always a pleasure to be able to talk to someone about our business, specifically our sponsorships, and it's lovely to be here.
Yeah, great. Gerrit, thank you so much for having us. We excited to talk to you.
Nope.
But on terms of your question, in terms of our sort of extending our partnership with Titans, it was for us it was an easy answer because the leadership at the Titans are just incredible people, and they've made us feel so at home with the Titans that for us to extend the contract wasn't even a question. For myself and Nick, it's been a great pleasure being sort of in there in partnership with them to date.
We feel a little bit like we're part of the Titans family, and so when the opportunity was to extend it, it was very, very easy. We extended for the same reasons that we made the partnership in the very beginning. So easy decision.
Yeah. I mean, Jock and Pierre have been so good to us. They really have been. So it's been an absolute privilege to work with them.
Okay, so you've mentioned family, and it sounds like that was a key driver for this decision to extend the relationship.
Yeah, we've always, as Veldskoen, we're a relatively visible brand, and we're very committed to working with partners that share our values, and our values are positivity around South Africa, working with nice people, and we're in it for the long run. To use a cricketing analogy, we're not 2020 relationship style. We're a 5-day test style. So we select our partnerships very carefully, but we have to align around values, and we have to be able to work with really cool people. And the Titans ticks all of those boxes.
Okay, Ross.
Sorry, Gerrit, what were you saying there? I lost you.
Yeah, basically, I said you used the word family, yes. And that sounds like the key driver for extending this relationship.
Most definitely. The Titans, and I think to Nick's point as well. I mean, the Titans have been absolutely incredible to us. They really do make us feel at home. You look at all their sponsors. The guys have been around there through thick and thin, and that's one thing that has come clearly through. Our partnership with them is that they stick with you, and that's what family does, and that's why we're so honored to have this partnership and to continue this partnership. So we want to be there forever and ever. So and they've made us feel welcome. So we're very, very happy. It is family. They definitely are family to us.
Oh, great. So how do Veldskoen Shoes cater for the specific needs of the cricketers as part of this deal?
Well, it's a good question, right? How does Veldskoen fit into cricket? It's very simple. Veldskoen fits into cricket as soon as you come off the field, and we're the after sport footwear for the team, which means that the players, when they're in social engagements or when they're in their casual wear off the field, then Veldskoen shoes can be worn, and again, I think it just signifies the joint commitment to being positive about South Africa and having a little bit of hiss and something that's identifiably South African. So we fit into that space, and then of course we love seeing our shoes in the stands, right? All the fans cruising in with their Veldskoens. That's exactly where Veldskoen belongs, is in support of our champions, and so. We're deeply committed to trying to get our shoes onto as many fans as possible. So we support the team after they've done all the hard work on the green, and then we look after the fans while they're in the stands.
Okay, great, Ross.
Yeah, no, look, I don't think I can say it any better. I think our shoes is the apparel for after sport, and it's for the fans. And I think it's lovely that the fans and cricketers can wear the same shoes and they can associate it with it. But it's a shoe for the fan, and it's a shoe for the cricketer after, as I said, after the game.
Yeah. So when I grew up, just the mere mention of a Veldskoen was an aspirational thing. Not anybody could afford a pair of Veldskoen, but also you kind of make it accessible through this deal with the sponsorship to everybody that can say, I've got a pair of Veldskoens.
Yeah, it's been a big part of our business is to make sure that Veldskoen is available to all of South Africans. And our tagline is the soul of South Africa, and a little sub tagline is also it's for everyone. So we've been committed to trying to position Veldskoen at a price point. In fact, Ross has been the chief ambassador on this, is to make sure that the shoe is reasonably priced to a place where most, if not all, South Africans have access to it.
Yeah, great.
Yeah, it's definitely a big thing, Gerrit. I mean, you said, which is very interesting, just in terms of if you look at Veldskoen as a shoe, there's so many stories that we've heard about a Veldskoen and what it represents and how it represents, and and the stories behind Veldskoen and the shoes, which is just amazing. So it's always good to hear different stories and how people see our shoes. But to your next point, our shoe is for everyone. We want it on every single one's feet. So it's a big thing that we try and make it affordable so everyone can afford it.
Yeah. So South Africans very much lives on this gees concept, the spirit of things, especially in lieu of sport. And how does that South African heritage then tie in with this partnership? Them being a champion, Veldskoen being kind of a unique offering within the shoe market.
I think it's a natural fit. When we align around being South African, and when we align around having a good time and representing South Africa in a positive way, then these relationships immediately make sense. The trick is actually to amplify them. And the reason we need to amplify them is because in South Africa, we need to work together to get things moving forward. And we need to work together so that we can make each other's jobs easier. And so, we don't look at the sponsorship partnership as a one-way street. We want to assist and help amplify Titans for all the right reasons, because of what they stand for and for where they are. I mean, I'll let Ross tell you a little bit about our history with that part of the world. But I think it's just important for us to work together. And I think in the spirit of Gees and Ubuntu and Mzansi and all the rest of it, it's just important for us to all work together and to amplify the fact that I think this is one of the greatest places in the world to be, and also for us to celebrate ourselves, whether it's on the sporting field or in the business world.
Great.
Yeah, Gerrit, I have to admit, to next point as well, which he said, we're a bit biased to the Titans because myself and Nick are both actually from Pretoria, so we grew up on that field, and we've got many memories of that field.
It's enough.
We were definitely those young boys that ran onto that field and tried our best to steal those wickets every time. So and unfortunately we've never come right. So, but no, we have amazing memories at that field, and it really is. I mean, it stood the test of time between myself and Nick, and that's why when this partnership came on, it made us giddy because we as I said, we spent hours and hours at that field. We watched some of our heroes. I mean, Kepler Wessels. Adrian Caper was my favorite there. And to see him in action was just incredible. So we've got great memory, and for us, it's a place of heritage for us. And it's a privilege again just to be part of that team.
No, great. And so you're talking about the Gees. How are you planning to engage the fans in a more advanced way than before going forward?
Moving forward, we're going to obviously use all the tools at our disposal, most of them being digital. We've got a really great audience in terms of a mailing list as well as social media. And we will be telling stories and keeping our fan base up to date with the progress of the Titans. And then the other way that we love participating is in real life. So if we can get a chance to be in the stadium with our team, sharing stories, possibly sharing product, getting product onto fans, engaging with the players, that's the part that we love the most, because we feel that being involved in real life is still the greatest thrill. And we find it very, very valuable from a brand building perspective, is to operate in the real world.
Yeah, great. Ross?
You can't add much more than that. I think it's about the real world. It's about actually participating and being at that field. Yeah, as I said, we spend many hours in the field, and we want people there. Yeah, I think the fans is what makes any sporting event special. So we want to bring the fans back into the stadium. Yeah, we want them to be supporting their team. So we want to try to see how we can activate more on the sort of the real world than just a digital space. So. So we definitely are looking at what we can do to contribute towards that stadium and to get an engagement between the fans and the team.
Yeah. So any social responsibility programs planned other than fan engagement? The Titans has got a community, and community have got needs, and they always look at sponsors or corporates to say, come give us a helping hand. Nick?
Yeah, absolutely. We take their guidance on this. We actively participate in charitable endeavor with our shoes, and specifically with our plackies. We've got some signature partnerships, one of them being, of course, the National Sea Rescue Institute, where we contribute aggressively towards life-saving buoys. And when we operate with partners, we put up our hands first to get stuck in terms of where we can contribute to whatever causes that they want to, that they feel we would be suitable for. So, we look to the Titans for guidance on this. We work with their teams, and then we do our bit to amplify where we can. As you know, we've renewed. So all of these things are in the planning phase now, and we look forward to being able to update everybody, as the year trundles on, and then early next year into the summer.
Okay, Ross, now, what does the future hold for Veldskoen shoes in terms of other sponsorships?
In terms of other sponsorships with the Titans?
Or just in general, you don't have to mention any specifics. Do you see yourself getting more involved in sponsorship arena, per se?
So I think what we've done is, we've, as I said, for us, it's about, we call ourselves sort of like the after sport sort of shoe, and for us it's about the fan engagement. So it's about finding partnerships where we can add our value as well. Nick, I don't have any specifics on our list, but can you think of any at the moment?
No. We've got the royalty sponsorship with the Springboks, which is very famous. The Springbok shoes sell aggressively all over South Africa. We're a very proud partner of the Springboks for obvious reasons, and that continues aggressively. Obviously, the Titans is a headline sporting sponsorship for us. Previously, we've sponsored the Olympics, and we do like the Olympics space, and would want to pursue that again. That said, it's not easy, so there's no guarantees that that's even remotely possible. But I think right now we're set in terms of what we've got going, but we are always looking for opportunities. And what Ross says, which I think is critical, is that we have a focus on trying to create activity in the stadium. So on the stands, we want supporters in sports to wear our products.
Okay.